This year was narrowing down the list. Apollo 13 was joined by other box office hits of the 90s like Home Alone and Terminator 2 Judgment Day, along with the animated classics Lady and the Tramp and The Nightmare Before Christmas. The newest films are from 2013, the drama 12 Years a Slave and the documentary 20 Feet from Stardom, winners of Best Picture and Best Documentary at the Academy Awards. The movies selected for preservation are based on their cultural and historic importance to America's film heritage. Well, that does it for tonight's CBS Evening News. I'm Nora O'Donnell. Good night.
Enjoy $8 lunches at Finish Line, beside the Ramada on Scottsville Road.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us here tonight for News 40 at 6. I'm Noah Fairber.
And I'm Chris Allen. Welcome into a Wednesday evening. We've had a good-looking day. Temperatures mild for this time of the year, just a few high clouds.
And consistent.
Very consistent.
Yes,
and it looks like that the weather forecast is actually going to be very consistent over the next several days. There's a view from downtown Bowling Green, our AAA Systems live camera. Showing the Justice Center and also the Warren County Courthouse. Skies are partly cloudy. We've got a few high clouds that have been drifting in and out with the sunshine today. High of 57, just like yesterday. And temperatures will continue to be running rather mild for this time of the year, except for tonight. Last night's low was 27. We're going to go with 28. Mainly clear sky as some of those high clouds begin to move out. A look at the next 7 days coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, our top story tonight, our local Toys for Tots organization is gearing up for the final stretch before the Christmas holiday. News 40's Carlisle Coppins takes us inside the Toys for Tots North Pole location for an exclusive look at the magic happening right here in Bowling Green.
It's the season of giving, and many children don't always get gifts. But for thousands of children, that's all about to change, thanks to Toys for Tots, Marine Corps Reserve, and News 40 volunteers. Toys are flooding into our local North Pole.
A lot of the families that come here to receive their bag of toys tell us this is their children's only Christmas. So I believe it is a blessing and it's a gift. We could never be able to provide these toys for the families in need without our community support.
Granting Christmas wishes is not the easiest thing to do, but with the help of Toys for Tots and the Marine Corps, here at the North Pole, they're making Christmas magic.
Quite a bit of magic. There's a lot of toys coming through from local businesses, local donors. We have different areas where we sort the toys, store the toys. I wish I could do more. I'm always looking for more opportunities. You know, the more kids I help, the more I want to help. So it's very exciting to know we're making a direct impact. Gives me the magic of Christmas as an adult.
Sorting and bagging blessings to give to children in need is just the beginning. Nothing will compare to the joy the kids will have when they receive their gifts.
It is a lot of work, but it is so worth it. On Christmas morning, I can wake up and know that thousands of children's Christmas has been impacted because of volunteers and because of our generous community.
In Bowling Green, because local matters, Carlisle Coppins, WNKY, News 40.
Edmonson County schools will be closed for the rest of the week due to a growing number of absences that also include staff. The district has seen many cases of flu A and B, stomach virus, and a few COVID-19 cases. Superintendent Brian Alexander said that it was in the best interest of the district to simply close for the remainder of the week to help students and faculty recover.
I think it's something that school districts look to a little bit sooner than we did before COVID. You know, it's my job to take care of Edmonson County and the kids and the staff of Edmonson County, and you know, it's not something that we want to do. We regret that we have to do it, but we do it when we have to because, you know, the health and the safety of our kids and our staff is our first concern. And it's just something that we couldn't avoid here.
The district will reopen Monday, December 18th through Tuesday, December 19th, ahead of their holiday break. Well, the holidays are supposed to be the season of joy, but with constant storms and tornadoes, this time of year can be difficult for anyone. The effects of traumatic weather experiences can be long-lasting and create unhealthy symptoms like anxiety. Storms may even impact how you live your daily life. We spoke with the former manager of Project Recovery in Bowling Green to learn more about this issue.
You see a lot of people have weather anxiety and sleep disturbances that start to really interfere with their personal and professional lives. And like I said, if a lot of times they don't address those, they just kind of continue to snowball and get worse, especially if people start trying to compartmentalize them.
Accepting that you need help is the first step. There are also local and national resources that anyone can access. For more details, visit our website. That's WNKY.com. Well, now to Logan County, where an Auburn man is facing several charges after police say he was driving under the influence of alcohol when he ran into the back of a horse-drawn carriage during a Christmas event. Auburn police say that around 6:20 p.m., an officer witnessed Ryan Joyner speeding down College Street during an Auburn Elementary Christmas event when he ran into the back of a horse carriage. Police say Joyner drove off recklessly after the collision before eventually stopping for authorities. Officers say that they could smell alcohol when they approached Joyner and saw several open containers in plain sight. After a search of the vehicle, police found a bag containing 30 hydrocodone pills. Authorities say that 9 children and 3 adults were on the carriage during the collision and were treated for minor injuries. Joyner was taken to the Logan County Detention Center where he faces 7 charges, including operating a vehicle under the influence and possession of a controlled substance. One more local news now. This time of year is when we all gather with friends and family and maybe even have a glass of wine or beer. News 40's Michael Ridgway joins us in the studio tonight with a little words of caution.
This week, I spoke to 2 local officers who just won governor awards for their high amount of DUI arrests. Together, the officers stopped a total of 134 impaired drivers this year, and they had a few things to say about the concern of driving under the influence.
I've gotten them at 7 a.m. in the morning and late hours of the night. Drunk drivers and people high on narcotics are driving on Kentucky roads all hours of the day.
As we continue through the holiday season, there will be an increase of drinking. Unfortunately, some people will get behind the wheel after a few and feel as if getting home is doable.
And most of the time they tell me that they just thought they were okay to be driving, and most of them, they'll admit, that, hey, now that I know that I shouldn't have been driving now.
Denial is a common theme among those driving under the influence. Officer Ward said in a 2-vehicle collision he previously worked, the man at fault wasn't very receptive to the situation.
He said that he was fine to drive home. Whenever we were sitting there talking, whenever we were going through the standardized field sobriety test, he was like, no, man, I'm good. He was butchering them.
Just as much as you should worry about your performance, you need to consider the other motorist as well.
You may get behind a wheel and be under the influence and be able to drive home fine. To add those substances into your system, they delay your reaction time significantly. And so even if you're like, oh yeah, I can drive home after drinking a couple beers, can you drive home drinking a couple beers whenever somebody swerves to almost hit you? Or whenever you have to swerve out of the way to miss something in the roadway, you might overcorrect. It's like I said, it's not worth it.
Unfortunately, loss of life is common in DUI incidents, with the offender leaving perhaps unscathed. They say it's a magic word, but the power is limited.
Sorry doesn't always fix everything, And, I've worked a few collisions where they have taken somebody's life and, they are apologetic, but, at the end of the day, sorry isn't going to bring this person's loved one back. And at the end of the day, driving while you're drunk or high, it can be prevented,
Your driving doesn't get impaired by alcohol alone. It could also be marijuana or some other kind of drug. Even prescription medication can induce side effects that could affect your driving ability. Noah?
All right, Michael. Well, Mammoth Cave is welcoming you to their park after dark for their latest celestial event of the year. The Geminids meteor shower will showcase almost 50 meteors an hour, and the best place to view it is from a dark area. Mammoth Cave is an international dark sky park, perfect for viewing the meteor shower. WKU's Astronomy Club will also be bringing telescopes for viewing distant planets and nebula during the shower.
This is the last of our night sky events for 2023. We've had comet viewings, we've had other sort of meteor shower viewings, we've had events where we look at the different moon, and even daytime events where we looked at eclipses or partial eclipses of the sun.
Mammoth Cave Visitor Center will be open 5:30 to 8:45 tomorrow evening for the meteor shower. Well, still to come on News 40 at 6, while the House gets ready to take the next step toward the possible impeachment of President Biden, the president's son Hunter made comments on Capitol Hill. The latest details in just a bit, but first, Weather Chief Chris Allen is in after the break with a full look at our forecast. He'll tell you when you can expect all that cold weather to come in from the west right after this.
WNKY News 40, broadcasting live from the German American Bank studio in downtown Bowling Green.
Home is more than a house. Wherever you are in your journey of homeownership, German American Bank is here to support you. Our team of dedicated mortgage loan professionals can help you with lending solutions featuring low or no down payment, assistance for closing costs and improvement projects, or even loans specifically for first-time home buyers. We're here to tell you, homeownership is achievable. German American Bank, member FDIC.
We keep this love in a photograph. We made these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, our hearts are never broken, and time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped.
It takes a lot to make the holidays happen. The planning, the prepping, making sure every detail is just right. Those little things that make every holiday moment bigger. It's everything behind the scenes that makes cooking, hosting, and toasting mean more. The way you care for your family is why we care so much about everything we do. This season, celebrate with Kentucky Proud Farm Products. From our family to yours, happy holidays.
Greenwood Ford Lincoln Mobile Service works wherever you are and can meet you when you need it. Our mobile service van is fully loaded with all the latest tools and diagnostic equipment. We provide a range of services including oil and filter change, battery health checks, brake services, and tire rotation. Schedule your Greenwood Ford Lincoln Mobile Service online or by contacting Greenwood Ford Lincoln. With Greenwood Ford Lincoln Mobile Service, it's easy to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape.
Just rockin' and rollin', baby. Come back tomorrow.
We got you all fixed up. Got it all fixed up for you, man. Let there be light, ma'am.
Looks like she finally called JB.
WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
We're back with Weather Chief Chris Allen. Chris, a lot of people are going to be heading up to Mammoth Cave tomorrow night for the meteor shower. I think they're going to have some good weather to be able to see it in the sky.
Oh, absolutely. Clear skies, sunshine for tomorrow. Next couple of nights look good if you want to view that. I don't really see any major systems coming in anytime soon, so we're going to keep everything pretty steady. And it's going to be thanks to the way the jet stream is set up. We've got a split flow. We've got the really cold air to the north and I guess a patch of that, or just a cluster of some of the colder air. Not as cold as what's up north, but some of this is out west. And so that is there with that trough that is being built down into the four corners. So all that colder air, or the coldest air, should stay either north or mainly west of us. We're only going to get pieces of it as we go through time, and that's why sometimes we'll see a warm up and then the next day we get a few degrees cooler than the day before, but I don't see any real wholesale change in the weather coming anytime soon. The really warm air is, of course, down south, but as the jet stream continues to flux and we start to get a little bit more ridging taking place over the southeast, that's when the warmer air is going to come into southern southern Kentucky. So we'll see some days when it's a little chillier than the day before, and then the next couple of days stay warm. It's that back and forth that is going to continue, especially with the southern branch of this jet stream, and the really extremely cold air is still locked away to the north. So that means for us, no snow, no chance of it either. Even all the way to Christmas, it looks like no white Christmas this year for us or anywhere down south. Live cam, downtown Bowling Green Justice Center. You see City Hall, you see also the Warren County Courthouse. Everything is pretty quiet and will stay that way, it appears, for a while. Current temperatures at 42. The winds are calm, very dry atmosphere and a very high barometer reading. It's like high pressure sitting right on top of us right now, and that's what's keeping everything just very stable and very dry. But also at night it gets chilly. We're in the pattern now where it's going to get chilly at night and milder during the day and then cool back down at night. So get used to that. We are seeing right now some upper 30s to low to mid 40s. It's 42 right now in Bowling Green. Winds are coming out of the north but are very light, or else you would feel that extra chill in the air. That's not happening. So there's the high pressure. Like I said, it's almost right on top of us. By tonight, early tomorrow morning, it will settle right over southern Kentucky, southern Indiana, on down into middle Tennessee. The winds will continue to draw down from the north and northeast. Tomorrow, we'll start to feel a little bit warmer flow as we get into the afternoon, but it's going to be no warmer than today was, about the mid-50s, until we get on into Friday. Then we start to feel a little bit more of a warm-up, as you'll see. 28 tonight, though, mainly clear and cold. Then tomorrow we go back to 57. Same thing for Friday. Maybe even 58, 59 or so. Then 56 on Saturday. Here comes a chance of a shower late Saturday into Sunday morning, but that's it. That's the only mention of rain in the forecast. After that, we do see some cooler days, slightly low to mid 50s in the next week. Here's what's coming up tonight on CBS 40.
The Haven at Massey Springs is a special place. Alzheimer's and dementia residents need a special kind of care. So at the Haven, we take care of your loved one just like family. Our memory care program stimulates minds in a therapeutic environment and caters a plan of care as unique as your loved one.
Here at Massey Springs, family takes care of family, and it shows. Schedule your tour with us today.
Shop at Fireline Guns and Knives this Christmas. Check out our selection of firearms, knives, candles, coffee, concealed carry purses, and more. Follow us on Facebook for weekly deals and rebate offers. Fireline Guns and Knives in Glasgow.
At Horizon Pace, I have one doctor, not 4 or 5. And if I need to talk to that doctor and he's not with another patient, he'll come and talk to me. Everything's going real good. I come off of about 19 pills down to 7 now, and I love it. I wouldn't do without it right now.
Horizon Pace is the face of your healthcare. Contact us for more information.
Start your day off with Rich Pond Market and Deli. With a wide selection of breakfast favorites and our world-famous tenderloin biscuits, you'll be sure to dig the pig, where the community comes to meet and eat. Rich Pond Market and Deli.
Right now, a brand new move-in ready Jago home is more affordable than you might think. Jago Homes has the gift of a low 5.5% 30-year fixed interest rate that's guaranteed for the life of your loan. You'll enjoy open, spacious living, and your family will be comfortable throughout the year with our exclusive Energy Smart technology. Find your dream home today at jagohomes.com. Yes, you really can be home for the holidays.
On December the 16th, on National Wreaths Across America Day, join us at Bowling Green Garden Cemetery on Lovers Lane as we remember our veterans. At 9 a.m., you can help us place a wreath on the headstones of one of our fallen heroes. At 11 a.m., we will have a ceremony to pay tribute to those who have served our country, and we will honor America's active duty military and their families. Join us as we honor our American heroes this holiday season on December the 16th.
The competition is on.
This is nerve-wracking.
Do you have what it takes for Jeopardy?
Weeknights at 4:30 on CBS 40.
The CDC deems it an urgent global public health threat. Antimicrobial resistance can make treating infections hard, sometimes even impossible. In today's Health Minute, a look at the dangers of antibiotic overuse and what you can do to keep you and your family safe. Antibiotics. They're some of the most powerful and important drugs out there, serving as a critical line of defense, along with antifungals, in the treatment of routine infections and chronic diseases.
These drugs save lives every single day.
But anytime we use antibiotics, they can cause what's called antimicrobial resistance, meaning germs develop the ability to resist or defeat the drugs designed to kill them, says Michael Craig with the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
When the germs do become resistant, the infections that they cause will become difficult and sometimes impossible to treat.
In the U.S., more than 2.8 million antimicrobial resistant infections happen each year, killing more than 35,000 people, according to the CDC's 2019 Antibiotic Resistance Threat Report.
This is why we should only use antibiotics when they are necessary. If we don't, these life-saving medicines may not work for future generations.
To protect against this resistance, Craig says to always take medication exactly as prescribed. Don't share medication with others, or save the medicine for later, and safely discard leftover pills.
It's important to remember that we can prevent infections from happening in the first place. By practicing good hygiene like hand washing and keeping your cuts covered and clean, you can keep yourself and your family safe from infections.
To national news now, where President Biden's son Hunter, who is facing tax evasion charges and gun charges, makes rare comments on Capitol Hill today. It comes as the Republican-led House of Representatives gets ready to take the next step towards the possible impeachment of President Biden. Natalie Brand reports from the White House.
President Biden's son Hunter Biden arrived on Capitol Hill Wednesday after being subpoenaed by the House Oversight Committee, which is leading an impeachment inquiry into his father.
I'm here today to make sure that the House Committee's illegitimate investigations of my family do not proceed on distortions, manipulated evidence, and lies.
Hunter Biden insisted he will only testify in a public hearing, not behind closed doors as the committee requested.
I'm here. I'm ready.
Republicans pushed back.
We expect to depose the president's son, and then we will be more than happy to have a public hearing with him.
The rare comments come days after Hunter Biden was indicted on tax evasion charges. He is also facing gun charges. House Republicans have been investigating whether President Biden improperly benefited from foreign business dealings allegedly involving Hunter and other family members. Hunter Biden, who's recovering from addiction, admitted he made mistakes in his life, but forcefully denied any wrongdoing by his father, President Biden.
My father was not financially involved in my business, not as a practicing lawyer, not as a board member of Burisma.
This evening, the House voted along party lines to formalize the impeachment inquiry into President Biden.
This stupid, blundering investigation is keeping us from getting any real work done for the people of America.
This is an impeachment inquiry. That's all. What are my Democratic colleagues afraid of if there's nothing to see there? Maybe that is all the more reason for the inquiry.
Many Republicans hope that making the investigation more official will help them enforce subpoenas. The months-long investigation has not found direct evidence of wrongdoing by the president. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Still to come, News 40's Maxwell Trink is in the studio with a look at your sports. We'll be right back.
At Elpo Law, our personal injury group is dedicated to helping accident victims. We've recovered millions of dollars for our clients. If you've been injured in a car accident, our attorneys are ready to protect your rights to just compensation. Visit elpolaw.com for a free consultation.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting near. Christmas, my favorite time.
Experience so much
watch Christmas the way Santa does.
The UPS store on Scottsville Road is your one stop for personal and professional services. We offer printing, shipping and packing, notary, mailboxes, and much more. Locally owned and operated. The UPS store on Scottsville Road.
It's the winning season at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green. Win cash or free play with nightly drawings December 25th through the 31st. Bring home the jolly this holiday season at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green. Visit themintgaming.com for more details.
Recovery is courage. In a culture where there's a stigma around recovery, I've learned to have the courage to tell my story to inspire courage in others. I know one of the hardest things to do is to have the courage to start recovery. I've gotten to live the life of my dreams simply by having the courage to say, it is time for a change in my life. Find the courage to live a healthier you by visiting landmarkrecovery.com or call 1-866-LANDMARK today.
Shop Fruit of the Loom, Brand Shop Outlet for the best last-minute gift ideas this holiday. Plus, this week, save 25% off throughout the store. Find WKU and UK fan gear, sportswear, basketballs, and more, all 25% off through Christmas Eve.
Spring registration is now open. Register at skysoccer.org.
MeTV presents Sick Burns on Frank Burns.
They say bad luck comes in threes. Does that mean Frank Burns is a triplet? Oh, jamming your jello, Pierce.
At Elko Law, our personal injury group is dedicated to helping accident victims. We've recovered millions of dollars for our clients. If you've been injured in a large truck accident, our attorneys are ready to protect your right to just compensation. Visit elkolaw.com for a free consultation.
Welcome into sports. The postseason accolades continue to roll in for WKU volleyball just days after being drafted 5th overall by the PVFL. Paige Briggs landed on the All-American list. Briggs was officially added to the 3rd team after a dominant 2023. Briggs was also named the Conference USA Alyssa Kavanaugh Player of the Year as well. Congrats to Paige on such a decorated Hilltopper career. The WKU football team is gearing up for the 5th straight bowl game under head coach Tyson Helton. The Tops are set to take on Old Dominion, the Monarchs, in the famous Toastery Bowl. That's this upcoming Monday at 1:30 p.m. The team heads to Charlotte as winners of their last 2 bowl games, and they ended their regular season on a 2-game winning streak, taking down Sam Houston and FIU. Before the matchup with the Monarchs, offensive coordinator Drew Hollingshead explained how the team has treated this game just like any other.
Try to treat it like a regular game. You know, obviously there's a lot of other stuff that goes along with it. You know, you're traveling, you're there for almost a week. You know, you got bowl activities, things like that make it special for your program and for your kids. But, you know, at the end of the day, you're just preparing for another game, right? You know, I've said this all season. It's 1-0 mentality, and we're trying to win every single game we possibly can. And this is just another game.
WKU men's basketball team was in action against Wright State last night. The Tops get their 4th straight win and take down the Raiders behind a 30-point game from guard Don McHenry. The team will be back in action this Saturday afternoon as they take on Austin Peay in Diddle Arena. Let's keep it on the court. Louisville Cardinals are back in action today inside of the Yum Center. Cards are set to host Arkansas State tonight at 7 p.m. local time. Louisville is coming off a road loss to DePaul over the weekend and will look to bounce back. Here is what head coach Kenny Payne has to say about his overall thoughts on the team.
Make people walk out of the game and say, wow, Louisville is connected. They're not disconnected. They play for each other. They love each other. They fight for each other. And that's hard. It's the last piece of the puzzle. So for me, the momentum is, I know that we're capable of beating anybody we play, but I also know that we're capable of losing to anybody we play.
And finally, the Nashville Predators were in action last night inside of Bridgestone Arena hosting the Philadelphia Flyers. The Preds were able to secure the win in overtime 3-2. The team is now currently 16-13 on the season, 0 overtime losses, 32 points, putting them in 4th place in the Central standings, wildcard spot right now for head coach Andrew Brunette. Here are his thoughts on the victory.
Our guys, we didn't have our best, but I thought we found a way to grind through the game and get something out of it. So it shows a little bit of maturity of the group. We're starting to get it a little bit, and we'll take the 2 points and move on.
I'm sure those Preds fans were loving it last night inside of Bridgestone.
You know I was one of them, Maxwell.
Yes.
Even though I was here at the station, I was really happy the Preds
Rooting
won.
them on, yeah.
Hilltoppers won, Titans won on Monday. It's been a great week for me as a sports fan.
I was going to say.
Yeah, it's been really good, and the weather's been really good too, and it's going to continue to be that. Tonight it will be on the chilly side, though, a low of 28 under a mainly clear sky.
A little chilly, but nothing go wrong with a little cold weather every now and then.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost winter.
Yeah, but
No
at
wind.
least that's what I hear.
No wind, and it's bearable.
Yeah,
Exactly.
no wind. That's a lot bearable.
Yes.
Well, guys, we want to thank you guys for joining us tonight on News 40 at 6. Have a great evening. We'll see you back here on NBC and CBS tonight at 10 p.m.
Thank y'all. I appreciate that. Thank y'all. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate that. Well, welcome to Family Feud, everybody. I'm your man, Steve Harvey. Well, we got another good one for you today, returning for their second date with a total of $20,000 from Raleigh, North Carolina. It's the champs. It's the Elertani family. And from Columbia, Tennessee, it's the Carly family. Everybody's here trying to win themselves some cash, and somebody might have a shot driving out of here in that brand